Now we have to consider the impact of the interest rate on the goods market equilibrium we have seen in the first part of this course. In particular, we assume that consumption, the interest rate has no impact on consumption because household may have debt or wealth or positive wealth, so we assume that these two effects compensate, so no impact of interest rate on consumption at this stage. We will assume that the interest rate will affect consumption in the temporal framework, considering consumption, while we assume that investment are affected by consumption, and investment can be expressed in a linear form as A0 plus B1, which multiply income, minus B2, which multiplies the interest rate. So we assume that the impact of the interest rate on investment is negative. We can use two main motivation for this, particularly if interest rate increase, it becomes more expensive to finance investment, and there is also an opportunity cost because increasing interest rate may make more convenient to invest in bonds instead of uh, in productive investment for firms. So these two effects justify this negative sign. It's more complex to understand the effect of the interest rate on net exports. You write net export as 0 minus M1, which multiply income for the part of imports depending on income, minus M2, which multiplies the interest rate. So we assume that the interest rate has a negative impact on net exports. In order to justify this assumption, we use the so-called uncovered interest parity. It's quite so if we suppose that the world is divided between two areas, Euro area and US, for instance, the uncovered interest parity says that the interest rate in the euro area, we are assuming that we realize the beginning of our economic system is the euro area, should be equal to the US or interest rate in dollars plus the expected change in the exchange rate, euro dollar exchange rate, respect to the dollar. Uh, this It's not so easy to understand this relation. We call it core interest parity, but what we can try to understand is that this change, expected change, is defined as the exchange rate time this plus 1 minus the exchange rate today, or exchange rate, divided by the exchange rate today. Given the expectation, so given the expectation of exchange rate for the future, we can assess the effect of the interest rate on the exchange rate. When we have an increase of the euro area interest rate over the level respect to the interest rate in US, um, capital moves from US toward the euro area because of the higher interest rate. This implies that dollars will be exchanged in euro, and the euro will appreciate respect to the dollar. So this exchange rate will appreciate today with the expectation of a future depreciation. This is the anchor interest rate. So if you have an increase in I, this implies an increase in a T, which is a euro appreciation, but with because of the given expectation of the future, this implies an expectation of depreciation. In other words, we can say that the, the euro dollars, the exchange rate appreciate today in order to depreciate tomorrow. But the point is, the effect of this appreciation today is that net exports will decrease, trade balance will decrease, export will decrease, and imports will increase because the appreciation in the exchange rate makes convenient to buy abroad and makes less convenience for foreign uh, individual to consume goods and services produced within our economic system. Now we can use our new assumption to derive the IS relation. We need to use the equilibrium condition y equal to E, so all the income must be expensive, and is defined as consumption plus investment plus government expenditure plus net export. So we get that y in equilibrium, in order to derive the equilibrium, should be equal to consumption. Consumption is given by C0 plus uh, the propensity to consume, which multiplies disposable income. Disposable income is income minus taxes. Taxes are amortized deposits. It's equal to a lump sum tax plus a part which depends on income, and this is our consumption. Investment are equal to I0 plus the part explained by income minus the negative effect of the interest rate plus current expenditure is exogenous given equal to G plus net export which are equal to X0 minus the effect of income on imports which increase the imports minus the negative effect of the interest rate on net exports due to the appreciation in exchange rate if the interest rate increases.